Okay, in part 2 of the Raiden 4 review, we're going to actually have a look at some of the in-game options, a little bit of gameplay footage as well, a bit of cinematics, and I probably will put a price comparison on at the end if there's enough time. Right then, I was reliably informed by a new subscriber called Geoff Cintron 1980 that the game was released in America on the 8th of this month, so it's quite a topical video. I think I said in the first part that I believed it was coming out over in the US, and yeah, it has actually come out. And doing a bit of research today on the internet, there's a limited US version as well with the soundtrack CD, and so that's something to keep an eye out for you over there in the US. Right then, let's get into the main game itself. That's the first level boss. Basically, I think the cinematics recreate the first level. So yeah, let's have a look around the main menu then. Okay, these are our options. Let's go into them one by one. So we've got our main 360 mode here, which is a unique game that's only for the 360. We've got a play style up at the top, which basically means you can have a one-player game where you actually play a 1, a one-player game where you play a 2, which basically means you've got different coloured ships. That's a 2-player game. And the double game's a slightly insane version of the game where you control 2 ships at the same time. Quite a bit of fun, has to be said, that one. Stage select, we've got a difficulty which goes all the way down from practice, which basically means it's, if I seem to remember, there's no bullets in the practice mode, and the further you get up, I think you can actually there's less and less bullet cancelling, because I think the bullet cancelling, if I seem to remember, in the lower down versions. So it goes from very easy all the way up to ultimate. We've got a character select here. I'll go into that into more depth when we get a bit further down the menus. Right. We've got our score attack mode, which is basically pretty straightforward. You just have a run at the level and see how high you can score. Our arcade mode, which is, it's what it says on the tin, it's completely the same as the arcade mode, it's perfect. Same kind of options as in the 360 mode. The question marks are for unlockables, which I haven't quite kind of figured out what they are yet. I'll have a dig around on the net and see what they are. Ranking section, which is obviously pretty self-explanatory. Options screen, where we can change our all kinds of settings in the game, really. Replay gallery, you can actually save good runs to your replay gallery. Sorry about that, let's get back in there. Yeah, you can save your good runs to the replay gallery, plus any enemies that you encounter you can actually take a look at them as well. So yeah, here we have all the enemy ships that you've already encountered. You can have a good look at them in 3D. Let's come out of that one. Downloads for all your downloadable content. Basically, there's a couple of characters. There's a theme, and I've no idea what the icon is. It's not going to bring it up because it's on Japanese account. So I think that's like you know, the little icons that you've got. Like I've got the Nicaragua one for an Xbox Live. I think it's that kind of thing. Having a conversation again with Joseph Cintron 1980 this morning about downloadable content, because I believe he's been playing the US version, and he was pretty disgusted that the two other ships that are in the game are basically, you've got to pay for them, and I totally agree with what he's saying. I don't mind paying money for downloadable content that's worth it, like you know, extra levels, more game options. But for two characters that I think should be in the game from the beginning, I think it's a bit of a rip-off, to be honest. Not quite sure how much they cost, because I'm not using my Japanese account. But again, it is just extra expense for no reason. And our credits are pretty straightforward. So yeah, that's basically what's going on menu-wise in the game. So now I'm going to actually take a bit of a look at how much the game is going to cost you if you actually want to buy it. Okay then, so I did a bit of dig around on the internet and looked up some prices for Raiden 4. Looking for the US and Jap versions. PlayAsia has got the US version for £27.44 excluding postage and packaging. The Jap version for £45.78 excluding P&P. That'll probably take it round about the 50 mark. NCSX, I've got the US version for £24, and they've got the Jap version for £41. So both prices are slightly cheaper. PlayAsia and NCSX are both companies I've used, both really quality companies. No complaints about either of them. Right, on eBay, the cheapest copy that I found was a Jap copy, including postage and packaging. It was £41.52, so that wasn't bad. Amazon US had the US version of Raiden 4 for around about £24 mark, but they didn't have any copies available. I have found out subsequently as well that the US version is region locked and won't play on the Jap console, so that's made my decision about getting that version a hell of a lot easier. So yeah, part 3 we'll look at gameplay. Okay.